Hello everybody and welcome back to RainBro Crafts. My name is Colton and today I will be making for you our Glinda-inspired soap, which is part of our Wicked collection. This soap is the counterpart to the Elphaba soap, obviously, and it is going to be pink and floral and sparkly and all those fun Glinda themed things. This soap is starting out just like all of our other soap with our signature plant-based oil blend, some colloidal oatmeal, obviously some lye water, and some sodium lactate as well. For the fragrance blend that we have here, it is actually a custom blend that we made that is some Parisian pink from Brambleberry, some cranberry pepper bliss, as well as some love spell type 2, I think is what it's called, but it is bergamot-y, there's some cherry, there's some mandarin, jasmine, vanilla, and a little musk as well. So it's pretty fruity and floral, but it has that nice complexity and kind of earthiness that musk brings. So it is not going to be like a punch in the face with floral. We will just blitz this up ever so quickly to make sure everything is nice and incorporated and is at a super light trace. I will then break out 2 pour pitchers. I washed these, that's why they look kind of weird, they're just wet. I'll break out those and divide the batter up evenly, or as evenly as possible without weighing, into those 3 separate containers. Scrape down the edge of that Cambro to make sure all the stuff's off the side. And then we'll get to our micas. So these are all custom blended micas that I did. This one is a pink mica, and then it's pretty light, and then the one that I just poured here is much darker pink. Looking back on this video and the final product, I wish I would have done more pink and a little less of this bluish gray color. This is celestial silver. It turned pretty gray, and I wish it stayed a little more like baby blue than it turned out eventually, but it still is a pretty effect in the end. And I wish this one that I am blending now was a little more pink. It looks pinker on camera than it actually does in person. But if you make soap, you'll know this. Pink is kind of a hard color to nail down. It doesn't always stay the color you want it. Similar to greens, they're both kind of hard micas to nail down in your soap to be the color you're actually wanting. We will blitz all these up till they come to a nice light trace. You can see some of the lines from where I moved the stick blender, and that's how you know you're good to go. We'll scrape down that stick blender blade to get all of that soap batter off. And then I am going to break out our slab mold. This is going to be an in-the-pot swirl, similar to like a RainBro Fresh soap that we make, or a Christie's Lavender Field soap. So I'm going to do the base in that silvery blue color, and then I'll gloop down 3 big passes of that kind of light pinkish tone, and then 3 other big gloops of that pink color, that like baby pink color that was inspired by the gown from the movie that Glinda is in when she descends in her bubble carriage. If you haven't seen the movie, definitely you should watch it, or just watch Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo sing, because they both did a fantastic job. I will then scrape out the dark pink soap batter. I'll scrape out the remainder of this kind of periwinkly silvery blue color as well. This looks more blue in person than what it does on camera as well. So I don't know if my lighting on my camera or on my ring light was a little weird, but this is in our new soap studio, and this is the first spot that I had everything set up, and we've moved this soap setting to the kitchen area and got some better lighting as well. So hopefully in future videos you'll notice that change to the lighting. Lighting really does go a long way. After we've scraped out the containers, I'll zoom the camera in just a little bit, and then I'll break out my chopstick, and we're gonna do some feathering from left to right here to just get those colors nice and incorporated. And then I wanted to go and do some like bigger swirls, kind of to emulate the bubbly circles on like Galinda's crown and in her dress and her bubble carriage. Because when you think of Glinda the Good Witch, you think of bubbly pink type things, and I wanted to emulate that with big swoops, which is what I was doing here. Another thing you think of when you're thinking of Glinda is sparkles and glitter and glitz and glamour and all of that stuff. So it's kind of hard to see on here, but I'm actually spritzing the top of this with some pink eco glitter. I think I need a better dispenser for this eco glitter. It's a little chunkier than our traditional mica, and I feel like this atomizer is meant more for mica, which is a little more finely milled. And then I'm going to go in with our holographic eco glitter stars, because again, Galinda's kind of staff magical wand thing has that kind of star motif on the end, so I wanted to bring that in as well. And I go a little heavy-handed on this for two reasons. One, if we do need to steam this top of the soap, this eco glitter dissolves in water. And two, it'll fall off, some of it will, when we're unmolding this and slicing up the bars and all that stuff. So I wanted to make sure the end product, you actually got some star glitter. We'll tuck this away for 24 hours, and then it is time to unmold and slice up. And the colors have toned down a little bit, which is nice, especially because that grayish color was pretty dark the day before, and it's much nicer now. Also with that lighting, you could see that kind of like pinkish tinge to the top there, and that's that eco glitter that is kind of a pinky tone, and it's really pretty, especially in person with like direct lighting, like overhead lighting or sunlight or something like that. I am happy-ish with this final design. I probably would have done an additional tone of pink, and I would have reduced the bluish gray color to be much more minimal. It's more like an accent color and less equal than the other tones of pink, because Glinda's more pink and less blue, but I was also trying to bring in some of that Broadway vibe as well. But there is our soap, and that's super pretty. It's what I was going for. Big chunks of pink with the lighter pink and the blue in there. You will notice, I don't know if I show a bar in this cutting section again, but there was some drag marks from that eco glitter, just because the wire from our cutter kind of drug the star through there. So I am in the subsequent cuttings flipping the loaves on their top. So instead of pushing the glitter through, it's pushing it down, so it'll just fall off onto the table, and it just makes the bar a little smoother and a little nicer looking, but it doesn't necessarily affect the end like use of the product. That's just a little attention to detail thing that I wanted to make sure I was getting done correct. Like I said, this was a super fun collection that we did. It was our first collection in our new soap studio, and we got to flex our creative muscles. But that is it. That is our Glinda soap, which is for sale right now online and in person, and it is selling out very quickly. So if you like a floral kind of musky soap, definitely check that out online or in person. We're back at the farmers market too. If you are interested in getting soaps, candles, bath bombs, any of that kind of stuff from us, we do have a subscriber program where you can get all those things sent directly to you. We appreciate each and every one of our flamers, our foamy homies, our suddy buddies. They make this all possible. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below if you've seen Wicked and what you thought of it, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell icon so you get notified when we come out with new videos. Thanks. Bye.